Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel New Game Plus. Getting dark, so if I go to my room now, it'll be it for the night. Going to the dorm will cause activities to end. Enter the dorm. Nighttime in Trista. It's about time for everybody's favorite time. Abend time. I'm looking forward to it. I like Abend time. Although Misty's a piece of work. Not bad, but I don't think I can manage much more than this. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass a beginner examination at all. Better do some studying. It sounds like this is going to be a busy week with that ominous practical exam looming over us. I do have that radio from George here. We had that orbital radio back home, too. Never knew they made them this small, though. Let's see. Which station is Radio Trista? Ah, there we go. Time to boogie, everyone.
Hi, listenerの皆さん、こんばんは。こちら帝都近郊トリスタ放送より夜9時をお知らせします。
Oh, actually, it sounds not too bad.
今週から日曜日のこの時間に新しいトーク番組が始まります。番組名はアーベントタイム、夕べの時間。なんかベタですけど、何事も基本と王道は大事ってことで。進行パーソナリティは私ことミスティがまったり務めさせていただきます。いずれ豪華なゲストも予定してるので楽しみにしててくださいね。
You know, she's got a pretty nice voice. This might be good to leave on in the background while I'm working.
さてさて、4月も半ばを過ぎて皆さんいかがお過ごしでしょうか。ここトリスタでは可憐なライノの花が盛りを過ぎて散り始めていましたね。
No! No wilting flowers! They're so pretty!
でも花が散る時の儚さと風情もまた格別なものがあるんですよね。春に新生活を迎えた方々などは何かと忙しいかもしれませんが、たまには外の景色に目を向けてみては。いい息抜きになると思いますよ。
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to hear my thoughts, like with all the different things that she brings up. Practical exam day. Fun times. Academy? Field. Hey, it was here not too long ago.
それじゃあ予告通り実技テストを始めましょう。
Yeah! Let's go!
前もって言っておくけど、このテストは単純な戦闘力を測るものじゃないわ。状況に応じた適切な行動を取れるかを見るためのものよ。その意味で何の工夫もしなかったら短時間で相手を倒せたとしても評点は辛くなるでしょうね。
面白い。
It seems to be a common comment from users, and I didn't really pick up on that before. But now, since I'm paying a little bit more attention to it, yeah, he seems to say yes, interesting, a lot.
単純な力押しじゃ評価には結びつかないわけね。
それではこれより4月の実技テストを開始する。
Bring out the toy.
リーン、エリオット、ガイウス、 まずは前に出なさい。
Hey!
いきなりか。
承知。
You make any preparations you deem necessary before beginning the practical exam. Opening the camp menu will allow you to customize your party's equipment and ordnance as well as save your progress. I should be fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's begin.
よろしい。
Yeah, let's do it.
それじゃとっとと呼ぶとしますか。
I've forgotten what the actual extra thing was for this one. I guess I'll find out in a minute. Hey, it's our buddy. It's our friend. It dances. It's grooving to the music. What's that?
魔獣？
Not exactly, but sort of.
いや、命の息吹を感じない。
Yeah, it's an archaism.
ええ。
Sort of.
そいつは作り物の動くかかしみたいなもんよ。そこそこ強めに設定してるけど、決して勝てない相手じゃないわ。
Yeah, we'll see.
例えば、アークスの戦術リンクを活用すればね。
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more.
お、
So that's what you're playing at. Whee! It wants to take us for a swing.
それでは始め。
Let's do this. What's the
みんな
requirements?
気をつけてね。
Meet the following criteria. No one is knocked out during the battle. Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's so easy. Well, I'm linked with everybody, so let's do this. Motivate.
さあ、一気に行くぞ。任せて。
And I need you to analyze.
あ
俺の番だ。
Well, I could use an item. Oh, what can I do? I don't want to use that though just yet. On Elliot, yeah.
そら。
Right, because he is more
ー、美味し
picky.
い。そ
Yeah,
れ
it's very yummy. Very delicious. And it's a combat shell alpha. A combat done in ease set up for practical exams. Feels strange to the touch. And fights as programmed.
俺の番だな。
Okay, well, we should be able to do this pretty quickly. I don't think I
俺の
can
番だ。
use my S-crafts yet. No, I can't, because I don't have them yet.
崩れたぞ。
There we go.
いい風が吹いたようだな。
ああ、俺たちの勝利だ。
Hey, more U material. That's always great. AP increased by 1.
よし。
Mm-hmm.
なんとか勝てた。
Thank you, Sarah.
うんうん、悪くないわね。
Oh, I'm glad we impressed.
戦術リンクも使えたし、旧校舎地下での実践が効いてるんじゃないの？
Yeah, we cheated a little. It just may have.
はあ。
いつの間にそんな対策を。
Of course. Don't worry, we'll
So
take
that's
you the
it.
old school has to at some point.
ラウラ、エマ、ユーシス、前に出なさい。
Whew. Ah, B, it looks like you need a nap.
思った以上に苦戦させられたわね。
No, it shouldn't be that hard. We've grinded a lot in the last version of the game.
やっぱり戦術リンクが鍵になるみたいですね。
面倒なものを。
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't say our keyword.
しかしサラ教官、先ほどのくぐつめいたものは一体何だったのだ？
It was a toy. You can order at Tanaka's shop for $99.99.99.
そういえば機械見たことないかも。
とある筋から押し付けられちゃったものでね。
Oh, just a little something?
あんまり使いたくないんだけど、いろいろ設定できて便利なのよね。
Oh, very customizable.
ま、ちゃんとテストの役に立ったし、結果オーライということで。さて、実技テストはここまでよ。先日話した通り、ここからはかなり重要な伝達事項があるわ。
Yes, let's go, let's go.
君たち7組ならではの特別なカリキュラムに関するね。
I still wish I could go on the other team's excursion to the locations they visit. Maybe I'll get to go there in another game. I guess we'll have to see. Field trip.
さすがにみんな気になってたみたいね。それじゃ説明させてもらうわ。君たちに課せられた特別なカリキュラム、それはズバリ特別実習よ。
AKA field trip.
特別実習ですか？
なんだか嫌な予感しかしないんだ
Oh,
が。
come on. It's lots of fun.
君たちには A 班 B 班に分かれて指定した実習先に行ってもらうわ。そこで期間中用意された課題をやってもらうことになる。まさにスペシャルな実習なわけね。
Sounds like a joy. Come on.
学院に入ったばかりなのにいきなり他の場所へ。
Welcome to military life.
私がついていったら修行にはならないでしょ。獅子は我が子を先人の谷にってね。
修行ならばむしろ望むところではあるが。
バレスタイン教官、結局俺たちにいつどこへ行けと言うんだ。
That's the fun part, isn't it?
オーケー、話を進めましょう。さっきも言った通り、君たちには A 班 B 班に分かれてもらうわ。さ、一部ずつ受け取りなさい。
Field study, April. Group A, Rean, Elisa, Laura, and Elliot going to Celdic, the market town. Group B, Emma, Macias, Eustace, Fee, and Gaius. Play location, Parm, the spinning town. Yeah, I feel bad for Group B.
ほう、興味深い班分けだ。
ケルディックとパルム、どちらも帝国の町なのか？
Mm-hmm.
ケルディックは東にある交易が盛んな場所だけど、
パルムは帝国南部にある宝石で有名な場所ですね。あそこか。めんどくさいな。
It's important.
場所はともかく B 班の顔ぶれは
Well, we knew you were going to be upset about it.
ありえんな。
I was surprised you didn't say interesting.
日時は今週末。実習期間は2日くらいになるわ。A 班 B 班ともに鉄道を使って実習地まで行くことになるわね。各自それまでに準備を整えて英気を養っておきなさい。
Oh, we will.
ランクアップ
Thank
だ
God.
ね。はい、学院からの特典だよ。
Yay, more information.
リーンくん、本当にお疲れ様。
And field study day. Yay! Field study day is 6:40 a.m. And everybody's out there bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I still haven't been able to apologize to her. Eventually you will, don't worry. And we can't exactly avoid working with one another when we're in the same group. I'm sure this is very awkward for her too, so I really want to say something, but when am I going to get the chance? Hey! Huh?
おはよう、アリサ。
Mm-hmm.
おはよう。
その、早いんだな。待ち合わせの時間まで20分くらいあるのに。
そっちこそ。何時くらいに起きたの？
Freckle past her hair.
ああ、5時くらいかな。まあ、いつもそれくらいには起きているんだけどな。
そうなんだ。クラブの朝練。でも確かまだどこにも入ってなかったわよね。
How does she know that?
いや、個人的な習慣みたいなものというか。そっちはラクロスだったか。朝練とかもあるのか？
ええ、週に2日くらいみたいだけど。
ごめん。
Aw.
どうして謝る
謝る
の？
の？変に気が合うわね。本当にごめんなさい。あれが偶然だっていうのは最初から分かっていたのに、ちょっと気が動転しちゃって頬まで叩いてしまって。しかもあれって私を助けようとしてくれたのよね。
いや、気にしないでくれ。あの落とし穴にしたって俺たちが怪我しないように安全は配慮してあった。俺が余計な気を回さなければ起こらなかった事態だよ。
でもそんなことまでは分からなかっただろうし。やっぱり私の方が一方的に理不尽だったわ。それと助けようとしてくれてどうもありがとう。
Aw.
Yeah.
Finally.
どういたしましてだな。すまない。どうもこういうのは部長法で、妹にもたまにたしなめられているんだけど。
あら、妹さんがいるんだ。
Mm-hmm.
でもやっぱりそれもこちらのセリフね。
Oh, believe me, it will be.
この半月なんとかちゃんと話そうとしたんだけど、やっぱり気まずくって つい変に避けてしまって。
そっか。でも先週の授業で助け舟を出してくれようとしてなかったか？
気づいてたんだ。改めて話すきっかけにできるかなって思って。まあちゃんと答えられてたから必要なかったんだけど。
But still, the thought was there and it was appreciated.
いや、その気遣いだけでもありがたいよ。
そう？それはともかく。
Oh, now she's getting upset again. Great.
あなたに非がないのは認めるけど、それとこれとは話は別だからね。
何の話だ？
だからあのことよ。なあ、もうわかるでしょ？
旧校舎の地下に落とされた時の一件だよな。
ええ、私があなたの顔に胸を押し付けちゃった。とにかく思い出すのも厳禁だから。
Oh, we won't say another word about it.
いいわね。
Absolutely. Crystal.
ああ、了解だ。
Trying to avoid thinking about it is just going to make it that much harder to forget, though.
あれ？
Hey, Elliot.
二人ともおはよ
おはよう。いい朝だな。
Oh, absolutely.
二人とも早いね。でもよかったじゃない。やっと仲直りできたんだね。
それは。
う。まあおかげさまでね。
それはよかった。正直この半月余り見ていて歯がゆかったからな。
Yeah, I'm sure.
特にアリサは念願かなって謝ることができたようで。
言っておくけど、同じ班で気まずいままなのはどうかと思っただけなんだから。そこのところを間違えないでよね。
はいはい。
仲良きことは結構なことだと思うが。
That's all that matters.
メンツも揃ったことだし、早速出発するとしよう。列車が来るまで時間はあるから、店に寄ってもいいかもしれない。
Absolutely, we need to get more stuff so that Elliot can make us more money.
そうね。士官学院も早朝から開いてるって聞いたし。
それじゃあ購買とか技術部で装備も整えられそうだね。
Oh, that's true. We do need to do that too.
では行くとしようか。
Absolutely. All rare quartz accessories have been unequipped from other group members. Well, there wasn't that much to unequip anyway. Introduce the station? Yes, please. Yep, they're all here, and already the boys aren't talking to each other. I feel so bad for them. Good morning, everyone. Are you all preparing to leave as well? Morning. Good morning. You're all good to go then. Arm is quite a distance from here. We're not likely to arrive before evening. Consider its relative location, that seems to be an accurate estimate. I guess it's the southernmost town in the Arbonia. Makes you realize just how big the Empire is. But, yeah, they're not talking. They're still at it, huh? Have they been like this the entire time? I'm afraid so. I think we may have underestimated how deeply rooted their differences are. I'm sick of them already. If only they are willing to put aside their differences as Rean and Lisa. Oh, now that you mention it, I guess you're finally able to make up with them, huh? It's not like we weren't getting along that poorly. Besides, we haven't known each other long enough to call it making up. That's good news, Rean. Well done. Thanks, I guess. Why does everyone have to keep making such a big deal out of it? Because we need to. Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all customers utilizing this service please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. Time to go. Well, best of luck. Though here's hoping you don't need it. Getting those two to work together sure doesn't seem like it'll be an easy task. Do what we can. Good luck, all of you. Please take care. It's our first field study. Let's show them what we're made of. Of course. Later. Oh, they got their hands full. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Chugga-chugga choo-choo! I wonder if they'll be okay. Well, as long as Emma and Gaius are with them, things shouldn't get too out of hand. Now, Fee, I have absolutely no idea what to expect from her. She doesn't really seem like the type to cause a ruckus, at least. I'm concerned for them as well, but I believe we should be focusing on our own trials right now. You're right. Let's go buy our tickets. There's nothing we can do right now. Oh, welcome! You're the students from Class 7, correct? And your destination today is Celdic? Yes, that's right. I guess they're ready and waiting for us. I suspect Instructor Sarah made considerable preparations on our behalf. It sure looks that way. Not that I'm complaining. The train for Celtic will be departing from Platform 1. It's not due just yet, but you can buy your tickets in advance if you'd like and wait for its arrival. Let's buy the tickets and wait. Very good. That's 4 passengers bound for Celtic. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. And in we go. Passenger service bound for Crossbell. Now arriving platform 1, we ask that all passengers wishing to board, please wait. And that went way too quick. I want to go to Crossbell. Let me go. All aboard. And lovely train time and blade time. I don't know if I necessarily want to be playing Blade though, because I've maxed out everybody. So it's about an hour to Celdic from here, right? Yes, I believe so. I had to change trains there when I originally came to Trista. Oh right, you're from Legram. That would be in a direction of Berehard after changing at Celdic, right? That is correct. After which point it would be unnecessary to switch again to Berehard. It's situated in a very remote part of the country. Well, you could say the same for where I'm from too. As I understand it, Celdic's mostly known as a merchant town, right? Yeah, that's what's been their main source of tourism for some time, mostly thanks to the Grand Market. Couldn't hurt to go over what we know about the town before we get there. As Elliot stated, Celdic is a market town at its core, in the eastern province of Kryson, and has been a major trading hub for a very long time. It's also a major interchange station connecting Heimdall with Freyhard and even Crossfell. The area itself is known for having a large number of granaries, though this has of course been overshadowed in recent years by the aforementioned Grand Market. Virtually anything can be procured there, from farm produce, jewels, and Freyhard furs to imported goods from afar. That does sound awfully impressive. Now I'm kind of looking forward to this now. I would be too if I knew we'd actually have a chance to take in the sights. But there's no telling what kind of crazy thing Instructor Sarah has planned for us. Boy, isn't that the truth. I can't even hazard a guess as to what this field study might involve. It being part of our curriculum, though, it's a safe bet to assume it won't be easy. If it were, it would hardly be worth the trip. Personally, I'm looking forward to learning the true nature of our excursion. I suppose that's a good way to look at it. Well, we'll find our answer when we get there. We're supposed to drop by the inn as soon as we arrive. There should be an envelope waiting for us with the details on our mission. Yeah, that's right. Still, this whole trip seems eerily well planned out, don't you think? Even the station employees knew we were coming. That just goes to show how high the Academy's expectations are for all of you. Hey, Sarah. Whoa! Instructor? I was wondering why you're nowhere to be found this morning. Look like Group A all present and accounted for. Good, good. And I'm relieved to see the two of you have finally managed to make up. You say it's old news. Have you been spying on us the whole time? What brings you here, Instructor? I thought you were planning on staying back at the Academy? Well, considering this is your first time out in the field, I assume you'd be positively lost without me. So, I decided to stick around at least until you finish checking in at the inn. Oh, thanks, I guess, but I think Group B could have used your help a little more. Would it have not been better for you to accompany the others? Oh, but they've been a nightmare to deal with. I may still have to go out to them, though, if those two get out of control. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. See? She knew for a while that Eustace and Macias wouldn't get along, but she put them in the same group anyway. I did suspect as much, but it's hard to believe that she confirmed it so nonchalantly. Anyway, don't mind me talking. The four of you feel free to keep talking. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm just going to take a little nap right here. What? And she's out like a light. She's asleep already? Incredible. I don't think I've ever seen someone less inclined to be an educator than her. Maybe we're better off just letting her sleep. I should probably wake her up before when we get to Celdic, though. No, let her sleep. And let's just talk to Elisa. When I came to the Academy, I never thought I'd find myself visiting the Grand Market of Celdic as part of my studies. I've read about it before, but this will be my first time seeing the place in person. Oh, really? Well, field study or no, then I guess it's still something to look forward to. Is there anything in particular you're hoping to see there? The gems and the furs from Freyhard, maybe? They say that some of the highest quality goods produced in Freyhard's artisans are sold to the Grand Market. That sounds like it would be worth seeing for sure, though somehow I doubt we'll be able to afford anything there. Still, if we get the chance, we should go check it out together when we're in town. Sounds like fun. Hey, I almost forgot I had these. I just picked them up on a whim a little while ago. Elliot held out a pack of blade cards. Oh, you have a pack too? I just got a set of my own from the pawn shop in Trista. Oh, really? That's perfect then. How about we all play a few hands? Seems like we've got some time to kill before we arrive. Do you know the rules? Yeah, they're not that complicated, so I don't think anyone here will have any trouble picking it up. Sounds like a good way to pass the time to me. Indeed, it seems like it could be an enjoyable diversion. Alright, let's give it a try then. When traveling by train, you can play the card game Blade with the other members of your group to strengthen your bond to them. Well, do you know what? Heck with you, mine are already at 5, so there's not much I can do there. Only the first match with each character will increase your bond with that person, but this will occur whether you win or lose. Let's just stop talking and move along. Ah. Wow. Oh, I love the peaceful music. It makes it... You may as well enjoy it now because later on things will go to hell in a handbasket. It's beautiful. What a spectacular view. The rye planted last fall seems almost ready for harvesting. Now? I thought rye could only be harvested in the fall. Well, the soil in this area is supposed to be extra fertile due to the warmer climate, so things are a little different here. The view really is amazing though. It looks like something out of a painting.
本日はクロスベル方面行き大陸横断鉄道をご利用いただきありがとうございます。
Well, we'll leave Sarah on the train. She can go to Crossbow.
次はケルディック、ケルディック。バリアハート方面にお越しの方は次でお乗り換えとなります。
Almost there. Guess I should wake Instructor Sarah. No, let her sleep. She still looks pretty tired. Hey! It was nice to move around and everything else after being sitting for so long. Ah, so pretty. Celdic, the market town. Yay, Grand Market!
へえ、ここがケルディックか。
Mm-hmm.
のんびりした雰囲気だけど結構人通りが多いんだな。
Yep.
あちらの方にある大市目当ての客だろう。
Well, that's usually where people tend to congregate, or usually markets and other places.
外国からの商人も多いと聞く。
なるほど。テートとは違った客層が訪れてるのね。
ちなみに特産品はライ麦を使った地ビールよ。
Yeah, but we won't be having any though.
君たちは学生だからまだ飲んじゃダメだけどね。
Mm-hmm.
いや勝ち誇られても。
Yeah, she's trying, but it's not really working.
別に悔しくありませんけど。
さてと、それじゃ早速今日の宿を案内してあげるわ。と言
Yeah,
って
we need
も
to see Margot.
すぐそこなんだけど。
あ、はい。
お願いします。
Everybody walking. Blue block! Well, I hadn't expected to see the purple lightning herself in such a quaint little town. And the chicks with her seem like an interesting lot, too. No time for that now. I have more pressing matters to attend to. Lots of fun. Margot! Hey there, Margot. Well, 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 if it isn't Sarah, what are you doing here? I knew the kids were coming, but I didn't think you'd be coming with them. Oh, I just figured I'd help them get settled before I left. And here they are, my lovely students. Well now, aren't they a youthful-looking bunch? It's a pleasure to meet you. We're first-year students from Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. I'm Rean. I'm Elisa. Thank you for putting us up. The pleasure's all mine, I assure you. I'm Margot, the owner of this humble establishment. Sarah here is taking care of all of your arrangements. Come, I'll show you to your room. Thank you, ma'am. Much obliged. Oh, and here comes a shock. I'll leave you to it then. Louise, can I get some beer and snacks? I'll bring them right over. You do know it's not even noon though, right? Of course, she doesn't really care. Any time is beer time somewhere. This is the room you'll all be going to be staying in for tonight. Oh, wait! We're all... yeah, this is, It's big enough. It's just really awkward. More than enough space for our needs. Thank you very much. But there are 4 beds, which means... Are you suggesting we sleep in the same room as the boys? I had my doubts about that too. But Sarah insisted, so that was that. I broke the beds into groups of 2 to make things less awkward, but that was the best I could manage. I don't. This is going to be a problem. I don't have a problem with it personally, but I can't imagine the girls would be quite as accepting. Elisa, I don't believe we have a choice here. We are military students. We mustn't allow the prospect of mixed gender accommodations to faze us. I know that, but... In the army, men share rooms with... In the army, women share rooms with men. It's a fact of life, born of necessity. You will need to adjust to this reality sooner or later, and this does seem a perfect opportunity. Okay, I get it. But if either of you comes anywhere close to our beds... I wouldn't dream of it. Likewise. I wasn't talking about Elliot. I was referring to a certain someone else who already has a history of this kind of thing. And maybe if we chain Rean to a bed. I thought she'd gotten over it. No. Guess not. Definitely not. Anyway, now that your room's all sorted, let me give you this. Received field study envelope, April. Isn't that our academy's emblem? Does it contain the details of our assignment here? And that's what I've been told, yes. Well, if you need anything during your stay, you just let me know. For now, I'll leave you to get settled in. Well, let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. Alright, shall we take a look inside? Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. Field Study Day 1, Assigned Tasks. East Celdic Highway Monster, any bright ideas, and for the common cold. Dangerous monster has appeared near the highway and is making it very difficult for us to harvest our crops. Could someone help us? Monster, scary dinosaur. Location, a plateau near the East Celtic Highway. My house is alongside the East Celtic Highway, so please stop by if you can. 0. I need someone to replace a malfunctioning orbment light and a road lamp for me. For more details, see me at Oddfin's Arms and Orbital Factory. Simus. And for the common cold, I've run out of some of the ingredients I need to make a particular medicine. I would very much appreciate it if someone could procure more for me. Please speak with me in the church for further details. Father Zerbel. Study area is defined as a 200 Celdic radius around Celdic. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. So, this is our field study? It just looks like a list of menial tasks to me. There is a monster elimination request at least, but that's the most we have. I see. So that's her angle. Excuse me? It's bracer work. Did you figure something out? Absolutely. Oh, no, it's nothing. We should go and talk this over with Instructor Sarah. She probably stuck around specifically to answer any questions we might have. You may be right. And while we're at it, we can grill her about this communal room she signed us up for, too. Although, we're not going to get much out of her for that. But may as well just go into different areas, take a look, people. Edible! This truly is the image of a commoner's lodging. I mustn't complain, though. Having shelter from the elements is all I should be asking for. You never changed, do you, Sarah? Come on, don't give me that. What kind of person would throw away the opportunity to enjoy beer this good? That's probably the last thing that should be coming from an instructor's mouth. Seriously. Oh, I love the glare that Elisa's giving.
完全に満喫してるし。
Yeah, she's enjoying it a fair bit.
しかもまだ昼前なんですけど。
あら君たちまだいたの。私はここで楽しんでるから遠慮なく出かけちゃっていいわよ。
もう勝手にまとめないでください。何なんですか？特別実習の内容って。
思っていたよりもハードじゃなかったのは安心したんですけど。
まあそうね。とりあえず必須のもの以外は別にやらなくてもいいわよ。全部君たちに任せるからあとは好きにするといいわ。
だからそうやっていい加減なことを言わないで。
いや、そうした判断も含めての特別実習というわけですか。
どういうこと？
実習期間は2日間。エンハンは近場だから明日の夜にはトリスタに戻ってもらうわ。それまでの間、自分たちがどんな風に時間を過ごすのか、せいぜい話し合ってみることね。
No, no. I'll be forcing them to do everything, though. Every single freaking quest. Okay, so what's up? You have this look in your eyes like you've pieced something together. Well, Does this relate in some way to our free day this past week? Specifically to your activities during that time? Now that you mention it. Exactly. I spent this free day doing various tasks on behalf of the student council. And while one of them did involve going back into the old schoolhouse, the rest were just simple requests for assistance from the locals. In other words, exactly like the sort of thing we've been asked to do here. And by the time I'd taken care of everything, I felt like I'd learned a lot about Trista and the Academy. So I think we've been given similar tasks here for a similar reason. That would make sense. I mean, all I know about Celdic is what I've read. There's probably a lot we can learn by actually coming here and helping people out like this. Indeed, the land of Erebonia is quite vast. This may be an invaluable opportunity to gather local knowledge of the place we may otherwise never have visited. Yeah, exactly. So whatever various and sundry things instructor may have planned for us, I say we just work our way down the list while immersing ourselves in Celtic culture, taking in as much as we can. It sounds good to me. Count me in. This actually sounds pretty exciting when you put it that way. Shall we depart then? Absolutely. During field study periods, the party is assigned a variety of tasks to complete, much like on Rean's free days. The details of these tasks can be confirmed via the Quest tab of the notebook. When all tasks with a required mark have been completed, the story will advance. Note, however, that quests listed with a short time limit will become invalid when this happens. Yeah, the market. I miss going to markets. Find all sorts of good things. Oh, and Andre's around here playing his heart out. Wow, look at all the people here. Yeah, it really is bustling. I guess there's a reason people come from all over to visit it. Look over there, there's even someone performing. I can see myself spending hours here. I see no harm in taking this opportunity to shop as long as it's done in the process of completing our field study tasks. Yeah, it would be a waste not to see what this town has to offer. We'll just have to make sure not to get carried away. Us get carried away? Never.
I いろんな屋台があって目移りしちゃうね。
Hey, Father. Excuse me, are you Father Zerbal? That's correct. And you would be? Oh, I see. You must be the students who will be helping with my request. That's us. We came here from Thor's Military Academy. I suspected as much. Thank you for taking the time to come and speak with me. I'd like to request that you collect some of the ingredients I need to make some medicine. Do you have the time to do this request for me? Accept the request. We're ready to help. My thanks. Can I ask what kind of medicine these ingredients will be used for? Oh, it's essentially medicine to deal with the common cold by strengthening the body's immune system. Many people tend to catch it during spring and fall when the temperature switches between hot and cold, you see. That is why I ended up running out in the first place. Ah, that makes sense. I've had to rely on the church for medicine a bunch of times too. Definitely made my life easier. Agreed. We owe much to the vast amount of medical knowledge the church possesses. We really do, especially since modern pharmaceuticals can't compare to it. You students certainly know your stuff. But getting back to the matter at hand, there are 2 ingredients I want you to collect for me. The first is a medicinal plant known as the bear claw, which grows in humid areas. No, not the bear claw! It's not common to find them growing in Celdic, but you can still get them at the Grand Market. There's a drugstore run by a man named Flint. Tell him that I sent you. I'll write that down. The other ingredient I need is imperial carrots. You can get these from a farmer named Paul, who lives in a farmhouse on the West Celtic Highway. Again, simply tell him that I sent you and he should share some with you. Understood. That should be it then. Is there anything you'd like me to go over again?
No, that's fine.
Which of our two destinations should we make our way to first?
Doesn't seem like it'd matter.
Yeah, I agree. We'll be off then, Father. I will be awaiting your return. Welcome. This is the shop's Orbital Factory. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be the students from Thor's, would you? That's correct. We're here in regards to your request.
It involved replacing the orbital light in a road lamp on the highway, right? Could we ask for the details?
Oh, sure. Let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the Western Highway stopped working the other day. And the cause of that is the orbit light inside it breaking. So basically, I want you to go switch the broken orbit light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. Receive new orbit light. So all that's required for us is to replace the broken one with this, then? Yep, that's about the size of it.
So what exactly on the Western Highway is it?
Well, once you're on the highway, keep heading north till you can see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a windmill in front of it that you can't miss. The lamp's near there. Make sure you check the maintenance panel to be sure that it's the right one. It'll have B02 written on it.
Near the windmill in front of the nature park. Understood.
Is it safe to leave such work in our hands? I believe none of us have experience related to this. Oh, don't worry. Pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light out and putting in the new one. Simple. I guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering the code to unlock it, but you can just write that down. Oh, there's a code? Yeah, you'll need to input it so you can open up the maintenance panel. Let's see here. The code for B02s is 466515. 466515. Got it. Oh yeah, almost forgot to mention, the light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they're much more likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're replacing it. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by monsters.
I see. Thanks for the warning.
That's pretty much it then. Would you mind heading out to do this now?
Leave it to us.
Let's go then. Okay, so we got those things started. Let us leave. Who might you be? I don't recall seeing any of you around here before. You have some sort of identification.
Soldiers. Wait, I think I recognize those uniforms.
We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting Celdic as part of a field study. Thor's? You mean the Thor's? Now that you mention it, I do recognize the emblem. My apologies for my rudeness. We are members of the Kreutzen Provincial Army. Our main duty is to keep the peace in Celdic.
The Provincial Army, isn't that? Their military forces operated with the ruling lord of each province, charged with maintaining security.
They function as a secondary unit, separate from the formal Imperial Army. I've never heard of a field study program at Thor's. Seems a little early in the year for something like that, too. But many graduates of your academy currently serve in our ranks. So, you be sure to uphold the academy's good name. Don't do anything you shouldn't.
Thank you very much.
We'll be sure not to let you down. I'm glad to hear it. Now, take care now and keep your noses clean.
We will.
That concludes our patrol. Back to the guardhouse, men. Yes, sir. Off they go. Leave us be. You guys are assholes. Man, he was scary.
If they're the Croissant Provincial Army, does that mean they're ruled by?
Yeah, Eustace's family, the Albareas. Celdic is the northern part of their territory, after all. I think it'd be best for us to keep out of their way. We should return to the task at hand. Yes, we should. Yeah, this is the one we need to find, I think.
It's supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right?
This light doesn't appear to be working.
What that means probably what Samus was referring to.
Probably, let's check the number on it. B02, yeah, this is the one. Alright, then we must enter the code. After taking care of our uninvited guests.
Oh, what?
Monsters. Oh,
There's sure a lot of them. Guess those lights really do work. We need to change that thing quick.
Rean, can we entrust the task itself to you? Sure thing. Rest of you keep the monsters at bay while I make the switch.
You can count on us.
Okay, first things first, I need to input the code to open the maintenance hatch. Pretty sure it was 466515. 466515. That should do it. It opened. Now let's get that new orbment light in place. Thanks so much for your help. Looks like things have finally calmed down.
Thankfully, it's hard to believe how much a difference those lights make.
You got that done in record time, Rean. Yes, I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it was a pretty simple procedure, since I wasn't being harangued by monsters the whole time anyway.
Still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap.
Yeah, all we need to do is report back. Yay, we exchanged it, and now we can go back. Anything else here? Okay. Hey there, I take it that the job's done? It is. Allow us to give you a detailed report on it, too. Rean explained what happened while they replaced the orbment light.
We have the old orbment light here, too.
Rean handed over the broken orbment light. Thanks. I'll get this fixed up so it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters, though. They were hardly a threat.
We did take the request up, knowing that would be dangerous after all.
You military academy kids really are a tough group. Oh yeah, can't forget to give you your reward now, can I? Detection! Are you sure we can take one of your quartz? Of course, you did some solid work, you know? Thanks to all the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need me to give your orbments a checkup. Oh, welcome. Anything specific you're looking for? This must be the store that Father Zerbal mentioned. We're here on behalf of Father Zerbal, actually. He asked us to come here to collect a bear claw from you. Oh, is that so? Here you go, then. Receive bear claw. Yay, we didn't have to go searching through Mistwald for it either. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised how thorny this is, though, considering it's a medicinal herb. It resembles to a bear's claw is where it gets its name from, after all. Unrelated, but my supply of them happens to come from Liberl. Yep. They're flown into Heimdall, where I had them sent along by train.
Wow, really? Guess it just goes to show how much a big deal this market is.
Yeah, there's really a bunch of unusual stuff here. This market's popularity is well justified. I believe we've gathered all the ingredients now, correct? Yeah, let's report back to Father Zerbal. Father, I've got the stuff. Praise me. I see you've returned with the ingredients. We have. Here you are, Father. Rean handed over the bear claw and the imperial carrots. Please accept my thanks. Now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like for you to accept these as well as a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, Father. Did you happen to make these as well?
That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of these. Yes, we will. Good luck with the remainder of your tasks, and may Adios guidance be with you. Hey, that one's done. Now just the monster. Hey, the farm. This must be the farm that put out that monster extermination request. Should we go inside and ask for more details?
Yeah, we might as well. It's certainly better than just wandering around blindly till we find the thing.
Oh, it'll be on my mark. It'll be marked on my map anyway.
Agreed. We're here, so now's a good time as any to introduce ourselves and integrate ourselves to the locals, I guess.
Yes, we should. Hello, would you happen to be Cyro?
We're here to take care of the monster that's causing the issues here. As such, we'd like some further details on it.
Oh, you are? I'm the man you're looking for then. Well, I did know that it would be students taking care of it. I wasn't aware that you had young ladies in your company. The rest of you are younger than I had expected too. Perhaps this request may be too dangerous for you after all.
Thank you for your concern. However, there's no need to worry. All of us have combat experience already.
Indeed, this all serves as a part of my training too, so please allow us to undertake the request. Well, if you insist. You'll come across a plateau of sorts when you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. It truly is a ferocious one, so much so that passing by the area is impossible, as it attacks everything it sees. Do take care when approaching it.
Right. Being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. We'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it.
Allow us to make our way there once our preparations are complete then. Yeah, let's give this everything we've got. No, let's just throw caution to the wind and just say, heck with it, let's speed it up. Why? Because we can.
Is that the monster we're looking for?
Yes, it is. It's a scary dinosaur. It certainly seems to be.
It looks pretty tough. What should we do?
We really don't have any choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone double check your equipment. We need to be prepared for whatever this thing might throw at us. Understood?
Right.
Let's do this. Nom! Oh, I don't want to kill you right away.
私の番だな。
任せてちょうだい。
僕の番だね。
I need to scan the scary dinosaur.
それ。
Scary dinosaur, a ferocious lizard monster, releases sound waves by vibrating its dorsal fin and crushes prey with its teeth. It's not going to do much to me, I don't think. Eerie sound wave. Hey!
任せるがよい。
Or do the thing.
燃え尽きなさい。
And I don't have any S-crafts I don't think to speak of right now. No, I don't. Because they're all story-based, so I can't really do much. Well, I can motivate.
一気に行くぞ。
僕の番だね。
And I can't do Altera Cannon because, well, I don't have enough BP.
させるか。
Steel Blow. Oh, really? You are a meanie. And what do you have for arts? Nothing. Oh yeah, that's right. There we go.
戦闘終了。先に進もう。
Hey, level up all around. Shield 2. Hey.
よし、やったぞ。
やったね。
Detector, finally. Oh my gosh, I forgot it took that long.
精進あるのみだ。
Earth Cleaver. Yay! More fun. That takes care of that. I don't know how we did it, but we won.
It would have been tougher if not for the power of our combat links. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential.
You hate to admit it? Why?
Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported.
Oh, yeah. I hope they're pleased. Is something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. Sir, you no longer have a beastie problem. I took care of it. Oh, I assume you've taken care of that monster? That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'll have to let the family know right away.
You're welcome.
I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Celdic, however. Wouldn't it have been much more quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area and Celdic as a whole really is on the very outskirts of the Croydon province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. Ah. Yeah, that's not too hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say anything more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all a reward for this. Please take these. Eggs, strawberries, syrup, salt. That's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it's the least that I can do. I hope you enjoy them.
These look great, thank you.
You don't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging in. I'm rather envious that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. That's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all that good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. I wasn't aware of that. Importing's become much easier task now that the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I think I've noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without worries.
Allow us to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up.
There we go. Guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped.
The same. I don't venture out into the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay though.
Well, my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kind of used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However...
What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give her a report and ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies.
That would be definitely good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either.
Alright, let's head back to town. Home again, jibby jig.
Give crap.
What paid? What's going on? It sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring.
I wonder what's up. Should we take a look?
Yeah, let's go and see. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going down. And a fist fight about to happen. Give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way.
There seems to be a question over which of these two gentlemen
Gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord.
Oh, so for Celdic that would be... Ah!
This isn't good. We must stop them. Yes, pull them back. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly as to what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We have a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you for not to interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature?
If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults.
What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's military academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? So there are a bunch of soldiers in training? What in Adios's name is happening here? Otto! Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto! Yay! Otto will save us. I've been filled in on what's happened. I understand that both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah! And both permits expire at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it here will greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter with you in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until this has been resolved. Oh, okay. I guess.
Oh, well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be out fine now, though.
Yeah, guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about.
Oh? How do you know about Class 7?
Oh, my name is Otto, and I'm the manager of Celtic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you, so if you'd be so kind as to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. He's happy, but the other guy is sort of pissed. Yeah. He gets to listen to Andre's music, though, all the time. Isn't that great? So, you were responsible for choosing our assignments. Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful for you taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine somebody might have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad that we got there when we did.
And so both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market?
Oh, that's right. Both their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to compromise where they should each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whomever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers.
That's better than nothing, I guess, but it's still really unfortunate.
I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For mistakes such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. If a lord's duty to control the flow of goods, if he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household.
The Duke? The Croydon province is ruled by Duke Alberea.
One of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit, complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. And with the larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be.
I've never heard anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase?
Of course. I've even gone to Brehard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the pyramids may be more than just an accident.
Are you suggesting? They might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems.
I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions. But I will say that before this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that.
Oh?
Unlike the Imperial Army, the Provincial Army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten the status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much.
That's not right at all.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will?
So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then?
That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are.
Don't worry, we are.
We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. And yeah.
That sounds really unfair.
Yeah, I agree.
Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide and collect taxes in the regions they control. And as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them.
I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alberea.
The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So could we ask Eustace for some help here?
I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions are made by the head of the household are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, that tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well.
The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. Guess that's a no then.
I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Hey, Sarah. Instructor Sarah?
What brings you here?
I figure it's about time for me to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out.
What? You're going to see Group B now?
The town of Parham is considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You 4 are pretty capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do.
Ah.
Adios be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. Uh-huh. And that Emmett wave, damn it. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on, because she does.
Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she remind her something?
I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, and an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right.
I'm so tired.
Me too. It feels like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. And night falls. Thud. And the market's closed up for the day. At least for now. Yeah, it was awesome. Everything is awesome.
さすがに野菜とか新鮮で美味しかったね。
ああ、さすがに地のものの料理は違うな。
ライ麦を使ったパンもなかなかの美味だった。
こんな楽しみがあるなら特別実習も悪くないけど、今頃 B 班のエマたちはどうしてるのかしら。
そうだな。 こんな風に一緒にテーブルを囲んではいなさそうだけど。
そうだね。本当、僕たち7組ってなんで集められたんだろうね。どうもアークスの適性だけが理由じゃない気がするんだけど。
うん、それは間違いあるまい。それだけならば今日のような実習内容にはならぬだろうしな。
Mm-hmm.
どうやら私たちにいろいろな経験をさせようとしてるみたいだけど、
Yes, things.
どんな真意があるのかまでは現時点ではまだわからないわね。
そうだな。
ま、あんまり深く考えずにやってみたら。
Yeah, because you need to go with the flow.
どうやら何かを見つけようと少し焦ってるみたいだけど。まずは飛び込んでみないと立ち位置も見出せないわよ。
士官学院を志望した理由が同じというわけでもないだろうし。
士官学院への志望理由。
Mm-hmm.
その発想はなかったわね。
私の場合は単純だ。目標としている人物に近づくためといったところか。
目標としてる人物？
それが誰かはこの場では控えておこう。
Because we'll learn more about it later.
アリサの方はどうだ？
そうね、いろいろあるんだけど自立したかったからかな。ちょっと実家とうまくいってないのもあるし。
そうなのか。
その意味では僕は少数派なのかな。もともと士官学院とは全然違う進路を希望してたんだよね。
Yes, music.
あら、そうなの？
確か音楽系の進路だったか？
ほう。
まあそこまで本気じゃなかったけど。
Oh, come on, you were.
リーンはどうなの？そういえば今まで聞いたことなかったけど。
俺はそうだな。自分を見つけるためかもしれない。
Yeah, because you lost yourself before.
え？
Lots of
いや、
dots.
別に大層な話じゃないんだ。あえて言葉にするならそんな感じというか。
いいじゃない、かっこよくて。自分を見つけるか。
あなたがそんなロマンチストだったなんてちょっと意外だったわね。
変なことを口走ったな。
More dots. Lots of dots. So, you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start.
We really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Have a good night.
Good night.
あとは今日一日のレポートがあるのか。
Yep. Well, you signed up for it. You knew exactly what was going to happen.
このままベッドに倒れ込みたいけどそういうわけにもいかないわね。
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
リン、
どうしたんだ？
迷いもあったがやはり聞いておこう。そなたどうして本気を出さない？
Oh yeah, mean Rean.
そなたの剣、そして立ち筋、八葉一刀流に
間違いないな。剣戦ユン・カーファイが起こした東方剣術の集大成とも言うべき流派。開伝に至った者は断りに通ずる達人として剣聖とも呼ばれるという。
詳しいんだな。帝国ではほとんど知られていない流派のはずなんだけど。
It's another form of swordplay.
我がアルゼード流は古流ながら他の流派の研究も欠かしておらぬ。
Exactly.
それに父に言われていたのだ。そなたが剣の道を志すならばいずれ八王の者と出会うだろうと。
光の継承が光栄というか恐れ多いというか。俺はただの書伝止まりさ。確かに一時期ユン老師に指示していたこともある。だが剣の道に限界を感じて老師から修行を打ち切られた身だ。
Yeah, we know.
だから別に手を抜いてるわけじゃないんだ。八王の名を汚しているのは重々わかっているけど、これが俺の限界だ。誤解させたのならすまない。
No.
ラウラ、
そなた自身の問題だ。私に謝る必要はない。いい稽古相手が見つかったと思ったのだがな。少し外で素振りをしてくる。悪いが先にアリサたちとレポートをまとめていてくれ。
Yeah, she doesn't want to deal with you anymore. Rean, you screwed up. Hmm.
いろいろあるみたいね。
Of course.
何か抱えているような顔はたまにしていたけど。
Hot kettle black.
アリサも気づいてたんだ。なんだかんだ言って結構気にしてたみたいだね。
それは謝るチャンスを伺ってて。別に意識してたとかそういうのじゃないんだからね。
Are you sure?
でも何かを抱えてるのは誰だって同じなんじゃないかな。君だってそうじゃないの？
それは。
Yep.
確かにそうね。
Yeah, lots of bottling of stuff up inside.
明日も期待してるわよ。
Day 2. Another beautiful day. Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Receive field study envelope for April. What do we got? Field study day 2. Assigned tasks. West Celdic highway monster and lost wallet. Great. A large ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celdic highway. We'd be happier if somebody took it out. Monster Zwardar. Location stone bridge leading to Heimdall on the West Celdic highway. Market manager Otto. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in the front of my stall. Would someone be willing to find its owner for me? See me at my ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. Lizzie. Huh? Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe gave us less work because we knew we were going to be going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You better get those done quickly enough. You can have dinner here before you leave. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then?
Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional.
Hey, Laura, I want to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening.
Rean?
As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate for me to say what I said. So, I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. Huh? I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride within him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Rean. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura.
Oh, you two are friends again then?
Huh? We were not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt.
You're both so simple-minded. I feel as if like an idiot spending so much time to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up.
Oh, you did what now? It would seem that we've caused you undue concern.
Please, can we forget about all this and move on?
Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you are all looking a bit less gloomy.
Margot, we got trouble. Big trouble.
Slow down, Louise. This is first thing in the morning, and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late.
I'm sorry. I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that. We've got big trouble. Something terrible happened at the market.
Something terrible, you say? Huh?
What terrible thing has happened exactly?
Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls of the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. That is most terrible indeed.
A robbery?
Oh my. I suppose that means the market might be quite opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, let's get this place ready.
You got it.
As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about after all.
Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again.
But this is definitely a job for high schooler students.
What should we do?
I have to admit, I am curious.
It's not far, so we may as well just go take a look.
Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday.
Oh, good morning.
Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about what the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it.
You bastard! You're not gonna get away with this. Oh no, not them.
Manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Rean? Maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might just be the cavalry that we need right now. Would you mind? Oh, not at all.
Let's go.
Yep, those two are at it again. How dare you destroy my stall, you damn coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as a bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on. Hold it. Class 7? You kids again? Your nose is out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Oh, that's a mess. Everything's a mess. Wow, they really are completely ruined.
This is awful.
However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you'll be all worse off.
But this anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something.
He took all my goods too, so I haven't got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the ones who stole my goods. And you're going to give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying.
What do we do?
Stop this at once. The army! The provincial army! What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But... I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, Market Manager explained to the provincial army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair. Do you not think it is premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute, and you'll be left alone. Continue, and you come with us. The choice is yours.
They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug.
Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Ugh. Ugh. Good then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice about causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll please excuse us. I'm a busy man and I have more pressing matters to attend to. Yeah, you guys are a pain in the ass. There they go.
Well, I guess they did stop those two from fighting. But they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right.
I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both pretty angry about this, but right now the two of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah, I shouldn't let my anger take the control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls. And we're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with the assistance from the other merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the two stalls. And with the help of Rean and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I expected. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am.
Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt.
All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problem facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe that they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept that sales tax increase and keep quiet about it.
Still, you'd think that at least have a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way the two merchants are just going to accept this and move on.
No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something's definitely have to be done. I'm just not sure what.
Is something wrong, Rean? You're awfully quiet.
Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Yes, let us do everything. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident?
What?
Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? That's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We just can't stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure. But they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all.
Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks.
She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least, it does to me. Oh.
I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all.
Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure that we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we will do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no, and I'm very concerned about the market and safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit I would truly appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find the answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore.
We'll be careful, we promise.
I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that's settled, we should act quickly.
Yeah, let's get this investigation started.
Investigation start. So, first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical point itself would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well.
We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train to Heimdall, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done.
In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood?
You bet.
Right. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? Oh, that's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's, who the market manager said would be coming then?
Oh yeah, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full?
Of course. I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in hopes that they would come and pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Yes, we would. We'd be happy to help.
Thank you. Here's the wallet I found then.
Received lost wallet.
We'll be sure to take good care of it.
I assume that you've already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help identify the owner.
What exactly was inside of it anyway?
Well, naturally, there was Mira in it. Like, a lot of Mira. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The other thing in there was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. It sounds like its owner is a fairly well-off traveler then.
There's not much we can do with that as our only lead, though.
I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, what should we do with it? Should we go and ask this at the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it.
Let's head over to the station then.
Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for all this. And we know who owns that wallet. It is our dear, dear friend. But let's go into here and talk to the station manager. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries in regards to lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received, too. Oh, can I ask when the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone too.
I get why she would be in a panic then. Did she say anything that could lead us to her?
She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. It's a weathercock down the street. You can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's ask Margot. Margot. Hey there, is something the matter? Oh, do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Rean explained the situation to Margot and asked if anyone had come along looking for her wallet. Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But at least we have a name now. That makes it life a lot easier.
True. All that's left now is to actually meet with her. She mentioned that she'd been searching at the rest area in the Grand Market next, so you want to head there. Make sure you return it to her, okay? Oh, we will. Let's go. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came in searching for her wallet, would you? Oh, she was here a few moments ago, but she's gone now.
Do you know where she went then?
Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Idiosnet, though. Does that help you out at all?
I think there's only one place that could be.
Shall we make our way to the church? That seems like our best bet for now. Annabelle! Oh, Idios, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all of my Mira in a place like this?
Looks like we found her.
The tragic heroine act makes it kinda obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you have planned to rob me. I no longer have any... please, calm down. We just need to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am?
Thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize his wallet, would you?
They showed Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet! Where'd you find it? Well, you see... They returned the lost wallet to Annabelle and explained the situation to her. Thank you so much! I'm surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me. However, kindness remains within the people's hearts after all, it would seem. It looks that way, yeah? Regardless, I'm grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you'd like in return? You can take half of what's currently in there if you like. I don't think we can accept that.
Your thanks alone are enough.
I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet Search began. Picard plush. I see no reason you can accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Thank you. We gratefully accept then. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So you managed to find the owner after all then? Oh, thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad we could be of help.
Please excuse us then.
Ooh, that one's done. And to think, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celdic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. Oh, you! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior.
He seems really down.
It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So, what brings you here? Did you need something from me?
Well, actually, Rean explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what happened the previous night.
You're investigating? That's right, and we'd really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least.
You don't have to sound so pessimistic.
Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done.
So by morning the stall's already been destroyed and your goods stolen?
Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me actually.
An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital?
It's been a real hit lately, yeah. I've been hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think about how much money I lost in a single night. Damn cowards sabotaging my business. Is much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me, he decided to destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me back my goods, no matter what it takes. Please, try to stay calm. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know. But it's a matter of justice. I just can't act as if nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from that military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. Basically ruined. And to top it all off, the provincial army and that other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see? Rean explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what had happened the previous night. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose.
Not exactly a vote of confidence.
Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So, about last night, at the time the incident actually happened? Oh, last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back until this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant. Just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell here were just gone, without a trace.
And so the goods that were stolen were all processed foods.
That's right. Nuts, cheese, bacon. All foods that have a long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he's the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all for himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he would be responsible.
I don't know, but that sounds pretty unlikely. It's a bit, excessive.
Well, I understand your frustration. Baseless accusations do no one favors and only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this, I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could get at least my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat, but what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest. I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some sort of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. That's all the two victims of this crime had to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them are responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other's stall, but the chance of them both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil.
It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place.
I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're going to have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where though? I mean, who could possibly have been?
It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was?
The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding out the culprit. Who do you mean? I'm talking about the market manager and his wife, the merchants in the market, or the provincial army. Provincial army? They don't make sense. The provincial army. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning?
Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious.
My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to the army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them if that could aid us in our investigation. That might be worth an attempt.
The guardhouse isn't that far from here either. Let's head on over there and see what we can find out.
Aren't you those soldiers from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? Oh, we're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we were hoping you might be able to help us with something. Could we ask a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's military academy. And we would very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. This seems like a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study and could prove most invaluable to our education, if you would permit it. All right, stay here. I'll see what I can do. Nicely done.
It looks like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura.
In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. So, what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know.
He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable.
I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Would we be correct in assuming that the provincial army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously?
Laura, I'm not sure.
You sure got a big mouth for someone your age. And it seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work.
What do you mean?
Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the provincial army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you. Their number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Alborea. As members of the provincial army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase? So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow our orders. That's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs.
This is nuts. He doesn't even have any tiny shred of shame.
I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So, is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a job to do.
Oh, wait. Would you mind answering just one more question? Elliot?
Fine, ask it.
Do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant, all he had left was that one sample.
What are you talking about? The merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one planning on selling accessories.
What? What did you just say?
What are you looking at me like that for?
How do you know that? I was under the impression that you hadn't investigated the matter at all.
How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir? We have our own ways of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now, we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. We're taking our ball and going home.
Do you think...
The fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all. But the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging. Not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew that what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though that would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke Alberea must have issued permits for both stalls.
That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records or something like that. But why would they bother? Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare.
Prepare for what?
I get the impression the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. But I don't think those two merchants being given permits to the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting, so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that could be brought under control without the army's help.
So the two merchants were being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working towards a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition.
And so they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough they'd feel like they'd have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be even shadier situation than I thought.
Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist.
I just got lucky, that's all.
So what we know is the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of the crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades.
I tend to agree. Really, whoever's the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Celdic. There's just that many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without them being found.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day than the burglary happened, so they can't have gotten far. Maybe we should ask around on the main roads to see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious might have been spotted leaving or entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let us resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief go free.
I would dream of it. Oh, Lulu, are you okay? Look what that nasty man did to her.
Is something the matter?
I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep on the side of the street. A weird man?
The drunkard we saw earlier, perhaps?
Probably. Nasty smell coming off him nearly made my little Lulu faint.
That's terrible.
It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him.
So he's not from this town, then?
I'm not sure. I only started seeing him a few days ago. Never seen him before that. Really now? That sounds like a lead if I ever heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day, and it isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least.
Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. Drink. Bring me another drink.
Ew, this guy reeks. How much does he put down?
It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you like. Leave me alone. I'm just a good for nothing, just lost his job. Looking for that nature park was my whole life. Nature park? You kids ain't heard of it? Lunaria Nature Park. So it's the northwest of here. I used to be the park ranger for that old dump.
And then you lost your job.
Yeah, out of nowhere, too. I gave him life that job I did. Then he just came and took it all from me. Damn official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. Can't just take a man's livelihood like that. It's not fair. Job was my life. My life. Yeah, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Right? I'm glad somebody here understands how I feel. No way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night too, see? A bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of the town through the west exit. Weird thing was they were carrying a bunch of wooden boxes too in the middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell ya. You don't think they could have been? A nature park, I wouldn't have considered it. But a park would no doubt provide a large enough area, if it fits perfectly. Yeah, they'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. Lock the entrance, leave a couple of lookouts, no one would suspect a thing for a very long time.
And if a provincial official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun.
I say something useful or something? Don't know what I said, but I helped you out. Why not buy me a drink? I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we might be able to recover both your park and your job. What? We know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out to the Lunaria Nature Park. Right. Lunaria Nature Park. Lunaria Nature Park, huh? Seems less like a park and more like a forest.
Yeah, it really does feel like a little out of place, sitting smack dab in the middle of farmland as far as the eye can see.
It may have had some religious significance in ages past. Perhaps it was a place where the animists of ancient times chose to enshrine the spirits of the forest. There's a place much like that in my hometown. Yeah, there's one in mine too. The park ranger made it sound like there'd be people here. If there really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already? This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within. Yeah.
What's this?
It's a bracelet. It's a bracelet? How did this bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Just like I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the one that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
Really? You sure? Yeah, it's that one merchant.
I'm positive. There's no doubt in my mind that it's designed by the same person. Care to give it a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends, but there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods. So the fact that it here remains... Yeah. It's extremely likely that the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
It only opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice. Bring out your sword, Laura. Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to?
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough too. Wait. I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly. Oh? Really?
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Come on, Rean, show us your stuff. 8 leaves, 1 blade school's 4th form. Autumn leaf cutter. Huh? Huh? It falls apart.
Seriously?
Oh, wow, you cut it right in two. I did it, thankfully. Spectacular. It is an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaf School. Thanks, but I'm still more or less of a beginner. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it in after all. Excellent. Come then. We must make haste. Yes, we should. Because haste makes waste. Or... waste makes haste? Oh gosh, I don't know the term. But first, Treasure! EP charge, great. I know I have plenty of those, but hey, one more is always helpful. Mm-hmm.
何なのかしら。
No.
多分この地方にあった精霊信仰の名残だろう。
Are you gonna talk more about that now or no? No. Okay. Let's rest. And then we'll deal with all the monsters. Huh? There they are. Huh, not bad for a night's work. If those idiots don't withdraw that petition, we'll be even to make even more. Don't get carried away now. We'll get a reward for this anyway. We're making out just fine as it is. And still, who were those guys? The provincial army seemed happy to go out of their way for them. No idea. But then I can never figure out what that man's thinking. None of our business either. We just need to be ready to abandon this place at a moment's notice.
甘いな。
What? Who's there? Students? I know I locked the gate. Don't tell me you broke in.
その通りだ。
それもどうやら大市で盗んだものみたいだし。
この場合現行犯逮捕が認められる状況なのかしら？
Ugh. Let's take him out. We're just kids. They shouldn't be no match for us. And since we're all alone out here, ain't no one gonna see a thing. Hope you're ready for the beating of your lives.
それはこちらのセリフだな。
アークスの戦術リンクをなんとか使いこなせれば。
ええ、この程度の連中なら簡単に
Oh
制
hell
圧で
no.
ああ、行くぞ。敵
Let's
発見。
go.
撃破する。行くぞ。
Okay, so Ranger, 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 Ranger. Ranger danger. I don't want to kill them all though. I want to get at least one.
させるか。
There we go. Please don't
さ
kill
せる
all.
か。
さてと、
Oh, thank goodness. Not all of them are dead.
敵ユニットの傾向解析。
And thankfully they're all the same, so I don't need to worry about gaining multiples.
解析完了だよ。
Fake Park Ranger. Have Fake Park Ranger at Linearia Nature Park responsible for the burglary at the market. Equipped with a rifle.
行くぞ。
行くぞ。
And Laura, let him have it. And they're done like
我
dinner.
が剣にかけて悪は許さぬ。
Wow, that was quick. This has got to be some sort of sick joke. They're kids.
やれやれ。口ほどにもない連中だ。
Oh, don't worry. There's going to be more where that's coming from, Laura. So hang tight.
サラ教官の武術訓練に比べたらね。
それは言えてるかも。
勝負はあった。投降して大市の人たちにきちんと謝罪してもらうぞ。
Oh, hell no.
そちらの盗難品も全て回収させてもらうわ。
それと誰に頼まれたかも話してもらう必要がありそうだな。
Ugh. You must be out of your damn minds if you think you won.
ん？
エリオット？
Yeah, he's got the good ears.
どうしたの？
なんだか笛のような音が聞こえたような気が。
Aminals.
これって
Aminals.
大型の獣か。
Yeah, it's a new friend. What's happening? It's coming this way. Dud. Roaring baboon. Granoja. Ah! No!
巨大なヒヒ。
Yep.
なんて大きさ。
Yeah, definitely what she said.
この自然公園の主といったところか。どうするリー。
Attack it!
さすがに彼らを放り出すわけにもいかない。みんな、なんとか撃退するぞ。
承知。
わかったわ。
女神様、どうかご加護を。強敵みたい
Oh,
だ。
yay!
気を
More
つけて。
baboons. Defense up. Well, what with your defense? It is dead.
僕の番だね。
Well, let's examine. Oh, okay. Let's analyze.
駆動。
Epiphany. Rean can now use Flame Slash. Yay! Rean can now use his S-Craft. He can now use S-Breaks like Laura.
俺の番だな。
Ooh. Well, I'm not going to use it just yet, though. Motivate? No, I need to get closer. I'm gonna save the S-Craft for the other guy anyway. Miss and counter? You're dead.
私の番ね。
And let's get Tim some more CP. It's always gonna be helpful.
ありがとう。やっ。
Grenoja, ruler of Lunaria Nature Park, it attacks those who enter its territory, smashes all who oppose it to pieces. Pieces, you say? Well, let's just give you a little bit of food. Let's speed burn. Speed. He is speed. No. More speed. It seems like I really have a fascination with speed. Lots of speed. Oh, yay. Now what are you gonna do? Go after Laura? No. No, you can't do that. So let's do this. That isn't gonna do a heck of a lot, of course. But this will. Now let's get the guy out. I wonder. Oh, not. We'll see here and see how much it does. Okay. And ready to play dance it is. The first of many S-Crafts. So the powerhouse, that is Laura. A counter? Does it? Oh my gosh. Well, I knew this was going to be sort of anticlimactic, but I wasn't expecting that much.
ざっとこんなもんね。
Level!
よし、やったぞ。
Levels for days.
やったわ。
つかめた。
精進あるのみだ。
How did Laura get ahead of everybody?
とんでもなかったわね。
さすがにもうダメかと思ったよ。
だがなんとか撃退できたようだ。リン、今しがた見せたのは
It was my flamey sword.
なあ、修行の賜物さ。今まで実戦ではろくに使えなかったんだが、なんとかコツがつかめたみたいだ。
そうか。
やっぱりリーンはすごいな。
Oh, absolutely.
いつもここぞという時にやってくれるものね。
いや、みんなのおかげさ。
Because we need the power of friendship.
今の魔獣にしたって、みんなの力を合わせなければ、この勝利、俺たち A 班全員の成果だ。
そうね。
みんなの成果か。
Unbelievable. What are these kids even doing here? Mister, this wasn't supposed to happen.
あの野郎。
Nothing.
れって
面倒な者たちが駆けつけてきたようだな。
Oh yeah, we have some fun guests actually. There they are. They're not alone. Put your hands in the air. Don't try to resist. Ugh. Why are you surrounding us and not them? Keep your mouth shut. I don't think we're going to go easy on you just because you're students. Looks like all your hard work was for nothing, huh? Sucks to be you. They're not even trying to hide their involvement.
Utterly shameless.
You're jumping to an awful lot of conclusions. I see two groups of people and a collection of stolen goods, but no indication as to which group is responsible. Do you have any way to prove that the four of you aren't the perpetrators?
What?
Do you intend to frame us? This is preposterous. I'm just telling you that you need to mind your own business and learn your place. The Croydon province is the territory of Duke Alberea. And I will not have a gaggle of bratty students poking their noses where they don't belong. You will back down now, or we will be more than happy to arrest you right here and drag you to Brerhard City, kicking and screaming. Damn.
This is ridiculous.
その必要はありません。
What? Who's there? It's Railway Military Police. Railway Military Police?
Yeah, the RMP. You know me. They're supposed to be the most elite unit in the whole of the Imperial Army.
Where? You're still sus because you're with Susward. I see Maiden. That's why the Chancellor's dogs come here. What is the meaning of this? This area is under the jurisdiction of the Croydon Provincial Army. The Imperial Army has no right to intervene.
お言葉ですが、ケルディックは鉄道網の中継地点でもあります。そこで起きた事件については、我々にも捜査権が発生する。そのことはご存知ですよね。そして元締めの方たちをはじめ、関係者の証言から判断するに、こちらの学生さんたちが犯人である可能性はありえません。何か異議はおありでしょうか。
I suppose not.
ならば、あとは我々鉄道憲兵隊にお任せください。盗品の返却も含めて処理させていただきますので。
Men, withdraw. We're returning to Celdic. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You gotta be kidding me. We had a deal.
拘束してください。
Yes, ma'am. Oh, crap. We're totally boned. There's no point in resisting. You're coming with us. Bye, soldiers. Damn Ironblood dog. Oh, right.
She's really pretty.
Is she really part of the RMP?
お疲れ様でした。
They're revolt.
帝国軍鉄道憲兵隊所属クレア・リーベルト隊です。当 トールズ士官学院の方々ですね。
Mm-hmm.
長所を取りたいので少々お付き合い願えませんか？
Is that safe? Our first field stay about done. Holy crap. We really are grateful for everything you've done today. Thanks to you, the stolen goods have been recovered and those responsible have been found and arrested. I can't possibly express my gratitude. I'm just glad we were able to help.
And besides, it was only thanks to the RMP's involvement that we were able to catch the culprits in the end.
Oh, there's no need to be so modest. All we did was physically arrest the culprits. The rest was entirely on you. If not for your assistance in stopping the criminals from escaping, we would have missed our chance to intervene altogether. I believe the credit for this achievement is yours and yours alone.
All this attention is kind of embarrassing.
Still, I suppose it would be rude not to accept your thanks. Indeed, you should all be very proud of what you've accomplished here. So, can we leave everything in your capable hands from here on out, Captain? Of course. I'm intending to leave a number of our soldiers here for the time being. Rest assured that we'll take care of any further problems that may arise. We are greatly obliged. Still, while your personal loyalties may differ, both the RMP and the provincial army are made up of Araponian soldiers. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to stand out too much. Your presence may create some anxiety among the locals.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Thank you for your cooperation with our report. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. Oh, no, not at all.
And, we really appreciate you coming to our aid like that.
Oh, there's no need to thank me, really. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I regret having stepped in at all. Overcoming such impossible situation was probably meant to be part of your field stay too, to build character, perhaps. What?
さすがにそこまでは考えてないけどね。
サラ教官。
Uh-huh.
やれやれ。ようやくのお出ましか。
Of course you had to come back.
サラさん、どうもお久しぶりです。
ええ、半年ぶりくらいかしら。それにしても、まさかあんたがここに出張ってくるとはね。ひょっとして全部お見通しだったってことかしら。
それは買いかぶりですよ。とある筋からの連絡を受けたのは確かですけれど。
ああ、お宅の兄弟筋ね。
Oh yeah. What the?
随分と抜かりなく立ち回ってらっしゃること。
あくまで状況に対応するために動いているだけですから。それでは皆さん、私たちはこれで失礼します。特化クラス7組、私も応援させていただきますね。
Hi, Claire. Wow, she was part of the military? She sure didn't seem like it. Her movements and actions, however, were those of a skilled officer. Highly skilled. Yeah, and the rest of the railway military police seem really well trained too.
You know her, instructor?
You could say that. Anyway, it looks like you've managed to finish up all the tasks I laid out for you. So, So, I think it's about time that we take our leave of this place too. Understood. Do take care, everyone. Give my regards to Principal Van Dyke. And if you're ever in the area again, please do come to the market and say hi. You will be more than welcome. We will.
Thank you for everything.
Ah. And Sarah's snoozing again. Gotta get in those E's.
また寝てる。
たぬき寝入りってわけじゃないでしょうね。
No.
呼吸を見るに本当に寝ているようだが。
どうやら B 班の方が散々だったみたいだからな。
Mm-hmm.
そちらをフォローしつつ、一日でこっちに戻ってきたら疲れて当然かもしれない。
なるほど。お疲れ様だったみたいね。
いつもひょうひょうとしてるからそんな風には見えないけど。
一応は我らのことを気にかけてくれているようだな。
Oh, she is.
初めての特別実習。何を目的としているのか、なんとなく分かってきた気がする。
Being bracers.
そうね。やっぱりアークスのテストはあくまで目的の一つ。私たちにいろいろな経験を積ませるのが目的なんでしょうね。
うん。知識でしか知らなかった帝国各地や住んでいる人たち。それに今回みたいな問題について体験させるつもりじゃないかな。
その上で主体的に突発的な状況に対処する。
Mm-hmm.
そういった心構えが求められていたような気がする。
ああ。そして状況を解決できる判断力や決断力、そういったものを養わせようとしているのかもしれない。
半分くらいは当たりね。
Oh, she's awake already.
サラ教官。
先ほどは完全に寝ている呼吸だったが。
寝起きのスイッチは切り替えがいい方なのよね。君たちの指摘通り、現地の生の情報を知っておくことは軍の士官にとっても非常に有益よ。そしていざ問題が起こった時に命令がなくても動ける判断力と決断力、問題解決能力、そうしたものを養わせるために特別実習は計画されているわ。
やっぱりそうなんですか。
士官学校にしては画期的なカリキュラムというか。
Yeah, but thing is though, Thor's is not like any other military academy though.
それで半分ということは残りはどういう狙いなのか。
あら、どうしたの？
いえ、そういった理念や実習内容を改めて考えると、それってなんだか遊撃士に似ていませんか？
Exactly.
そういえば。
Mm-hmm.
民間人の保護を第一とする大陸各地に支部を持つ団体。支えるコテの紋章を掲げる民間の使い手たちか。
Isn't it great?
最近じゃあまり見かけなくなってるけど、確かにそんな感じだったかも。
てへ、バレたか。
Nice try, Sarah.
はあ、どこまで本気なのかしら。
Mm-hmm.
遊撃士か。何か関係はありそうだけど。
まあ いずれそのあたりも明かされる可能性は高そうだ。我らは我らで次の実習に備えておけばいい。
Absolutely.
そうだな。
あら、まだ何か気になることでもあるの？
いや、そうじゃない。入学して7組に入って一月が経って、考えればみんなにはずっと不義理をしていたと思ってさ。
不義理？
Mm-hmm.
八葉一刀流のことではないようだな。
No.
まあ、それとは別に一つ黙っていたことがあるんだ。俺の身分についてだ。
え？もしかしてあなたの家って？
ああ、マキアスの問いにははぐらかす形で答えたけど。
Well, you sort of dodged it, but then I think Elliot sort of figured it out.
俺の身分は一応貴族になる。帝国北部の山岳地ユミル、そこを治めているシュバルツァー男爵家が俺。
ユミルの、そうだったの。
シュバルツァー、そうか、聞いたことがある。男爵いながら皇帝家にゆかりのある誇り高き名家だと。
まさかリーンまで貴族の若様だったなんて。
Well, not technically.
見ての通りそんな玉じゃないさ。父も母も気さくで堅苦しさからは縁遠いし、それに養子だから貴族の血は引いていないんだ。
あなたもいろいろ事情があるみたいね。
Oh, hell yeah.
そんな大層な事情じゃないけど、それでもみんなには黙っていられなくなったんだ。共に今回の試練をくぐり抜けた仲間として、これからも同じ時を過ごす7組のメンバーとして。
リーン、
同じ時を過ごす仲間か。
Absolutely.
まったく生真面目すぎる性格ね。その話帰ったら他の人にもちゃんと伝えなさいよ。
Yeah, it'll be interesting with Machias and Eustace, though.
あ
Well,
あ、
especially
そのつもり
Machias.
さ。
Ah, you. Still even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police. The ruler of the forest I ran into in the nature park? It seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes. And the scary thing that it is. Train. Zoom. Ah, Alphabet Soup Troop. Yay.
やれやれ、あのタイミングでアイスメイデンが現れるとは。少々段取りを狂わされたな。
想定の範囲内だ。今後の計画の障害となり得る鉄道憲兵隊と情報局、その連携パターンが見えただけでも大きな成果と言えるだろう。
確かに。それではこのまま計画を進めるとしようか。
ああ、もち
ろん。
すべてはあの男に無慈悲なる鉄槌を下すために。
全てはあの男の野望を完膚なきまで打ち砕かんために。
Oh boy. C and G. Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies, and oh gosh. Well, I'm glad I got a chance to see those additional bonding scenes. But still, just hearing some of the other voices turn up. Pretty interesting. I'm just wondering just what else I'm going to see here in New Game Plus that I'll see along the lines. But hey, I hope you enjoy what you've seen, and looking forward to seeing you into the next chapter. Thank you for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like as it does help, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. A huge thank you to my supporters, and if you'd like to help the channel, please feel free to visit the links in the description below and become a member. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!